Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel. I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Gamecock family, Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will Lieutenants. You're now rocking with the best. Since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. We got a good one today, y'all. I said we got a good one today, y'all. We are recapping the 24-point victory over Missouri. We are recapping the 24-point victory over Missouri. We're going to recap that. We're going to talk about some stellar players and several stellar players, but there's only one that I'm going to lead the show with. But we're going to talk about that. But first, I want to talk about this right here. So the bottom of the screen in the ticker, it says subscribe wherever you get your podcast. That means that as of today, I am officially on Apple Podcasts. I am on Apple Podcasts. I'm on iHeartRadio. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Amazon. I'm on all them. So as we continue to grow this platform, as we continue to show love for the Gamecocks, I need everybody who's watching me right now to download or however you get your podcast. Look up Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so you can follow that platform too. Because sometimes you might be at work and you might be sneaking off. You can't look at a YouTube channel, so you just pull up a podcast. You might be cooking. You might be doing your thing, and you just pull up a podcast and just listen to me. And I'll walk you through the day. You might be hanging out. You might be at the airport with something to put on my headphones. You might be on the toilet, chilling, relaxing, doing what you do, and you want to listen to a podcast. Everybody do it. I ain't the only one. I can't be the only one. I know I ain't the only one who be doing that. Y'all be doing it too. Come on now. Especially the ones middle-aged and older. I know y'all be doing it too. So follow me wherever you get your podcast. All right. So that part is done. So this is what we're gonna start out with. We're gonna do a celebratory shot. We're gonna do a celebratory shot. And for the ones who knew, we always get new people who show up on Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, where it's all. I'm gonna say thank you. I'm gonna say welcome to the family. But we always start with a celebration shot. And there ain't number one player. We're gonna do a celebration shot of today. Just one player. And we talk about Breezy Hall. Breezy Hall showed everybody who the hell she is. Breezy Hall put the world on notice that she's about that life. She let them know. And in honor of one Breezy Hall, we doing a shot, and this is strawberry infused vodka. Real nice. And so this is the Breezy Hall. Like, girl, you the truth. You are the truth. And you've been balling out the last 8-9 games. You got to give her flowers. And she is showing up in a way that we wanted her to show up. She showed up in a way that we envisioned her showing up when the season started. But Breezy making some money now. Breezy making some money. So we're going to talk about Breezy Hall. It's a shot right here. Get your shot glass up. Shot o'clock. Oh, my goodness. That's good. So Breezy Hall showed up in Columbia. Stop. No, not Columbia, South Carolina. Oh, no. She showed up in that old other Columbia. That's in Missouri. Showed up in Missouri where they always play us like we out there on the street or something. I don't know what it is. There's always a tussle when we play old Missouri. It's always something going on. If I see another charge, by Missouri, I'm going to spill my drink. I'm just saying. It's always something in Missouri. When we play, it's like, I don't know. It's just like, oh my God. But Breezy Hall set a career high. Breezy Hall set a career high last night, 21 points. Breezy Hall, let them know. Y'all better put some respect on my name. Breezy Hall was 8 for 10. Breezy Hall was 8 for 10. Breezy Hall was 4 for 4 from the three-point line. Let's say this right there. The girl was 4 for 4 from the three-point line. Breezy Hall is shooting 50% from three now. 50%. What? Are you kidding me? Breezy Hall and putting in work on defense. This is Breezy Hall. And when the season started, I was one of the main ones. I was like, yo, Breezy got to be a little bit more aggressive. She got to be a little bit more aggressive. I know she can do it. We can rock with it. She can do it. She has it in her. Be a little bit more aggressive. Well, I'll tell you this right here. Breezy is becoming her. Breezy is becoming her, ladies and gentlemen. The girl was feeling it. She was in a zone last night. The girl been in a zone like the last 6 games. She's still like over 60%. I think it's 63% in the last 5 or 6 games. Breezy is feeling herself. She is walking on the court knowing that I can hit baskets, knowing that I'm going to light you up. I was like, oh my God. And play defense. You know, we talk about this right here. This is what we talk about. Yeah. We talk about, offensive players, defensive players. This player right here. This player might be a two-way player. Because they play offense and defense. That's bad talk. Ain't no two-way player. We don't do that on this show. We don't talk about no two-way players. We don't do none of that right there. None of that. What we do is talk about basketball players. You either a basketball player or you not. And if you just play offense, you ain't a basketball player to me. If you just play defense, you're not a basketball player to me. Breezy Hall is a basketball player who will shoot your lights out, who will take it to the basket on you, who will shoot that mid-range, who will hit her free throws, and then she will guard you on the other end. Woo! We got a problem in South Kakalaki, and that problem is Breezy Hall. Oh my gosh. Her stats is just jumping out the gym now. Her stats is jumping out the gym. You just go through the last 5 games. We're going to go through the last 5 games that Breezy has done. Last 5 games. Last night, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 80% from the field, 100% from the three-point line. Mississippi State, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 67%, 75% from the three-point line. Florida, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 71% from the field, 67% from the free throw line. We can talk East Carolina. She had 5 points, 2 assists, 67% from the field, 100% from the three-point line. Bowling Green, when she went back to Ohio, she had 18, 2 and 2. Shot 77% from the field. Shot 67% from the three-point line. This is Breezy Hall. SEC players started, and this girl has gone in her bag and let them know who she is. Breezy Hall is putting in work, y'all. Breezy Hall is putting in work. And I couldn't be more happier from the junior from Dayton, Ohio. 6 foot. Oh, my God. She's doing work, y'all. She's doing work. She is doing work. And you just got to put a smile on your face for everything she's been through. And you got to put some respect on people who actually wait their turn. She could have transferred out after her freshman year. She could have transferred out at her senior year. She got to her junior year, and she putting the world on notice, y'all. She putting the world on notice and saying that, y'all, yeah, we got Paopao. Oh, yeah, we got Kamilla Cardoso. Oh, yeah, we got Raven. Oh, yeah, but don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. You better say my name in front of the top echelon of players in the SEC as well. You better say my name too. You better put me on the scouting report. That's what you better do. You better put Breezy Hall with a bullet on the scouting report, because she's gonna shoot your lights out. And oh man, I'm just so happy about Breezy Hall. And she wasn't the only one last night. She wasn't the only one. Te-Hina Paopao did what she does. Te-Hina Paopao is Te-Hina Paopao is the most consistent player on this basketball team. She's the most consistent player on this basketball team. From game 1 to game 15, she's the most consistent player on this basketball team. It's last night she had another 15-point shot, 3 for 4 from the 3-point line. 6 for 10? Had 3 or 4 assists. I mean, you go into the game knowing. You go into the game knowing that Te-Hina Paopao is going to do Te-Hina Paopao things. She's going to do that. You're going to look at the box score and like, okay, she got another 12 points. She got another 15 points. And, and some folks to be, some folks relish in the fact that our players don't score 30 points, don't score 40 points, don't do all this, that, and the third. And you know what? I care less. Don't mind me not so ever. Because our team, when you built with $9 McDonald's All-Americans, when you built with 9 McDonald's All-Americans, when you built with 9 5-star recruits, you ain't supposed to be shooting on 25, 30 times in a basketball game. No, everybody eat. Not just one player. Everybody eat. And I saw some stuff that Kim Mulkey said. We ain't got nobody on our team who shoots 40 times in a game. We know she was shooting a shot at Caitlin Clark. We know she was shooting a shot at Caitlin Clark. And I saw some comments like if Dawn Staley said that, everybody be going at her throat if she says some mess like that. But I tell you like this, I ain't got to speak up for Dawn. But I tell you like this right here. I say this right here. We don't have a player shooting 40 times. We will never have a player on South Carolina's team that's shooting 40 times in no basketball game. We had to go to herself. Aja Wilson ain't shooting no 40 times in no basketball game. That's not the way we built. 2-time MVP in the WNBA, Olympic champion. Get ready to be another Olympic champion. Come on now. We don't have to do that. We ain't got to do all that. It is what it is. It is what it is. We ain't got to do none of that stuff. So with us, you have Breezy shooting 10 times, Raven shooting 9 times, Paopao shooting 10, Watkins shooting 10, Tessa shooting 8 times. We ain't got to do all of that stuff. We spread the wealth. If one player ain't on, and I'm going to address the elephant in the room, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. One player ain't on because Kamilla Cardoso was not on last night. She went on last night, and I said in the pre-show. I said in the pre-show the day prior that Kamilla Cardoso was going to put in work against this basketball team, and I was wrong. I was way off. When Cam Will's wrong, I'll let you know. And people been telling me that Cam Will, you're wrong, and I just say I was wrong. I was wrong. Kamilla Cardoso didn't show up. She didn't show up to the party last night. She got an invite. She was welcome to the in the boom boom room. She was welcome to the boom boom room. She crossed the velvet rope. She had the tag around her arm, but she didn't show up. She chose not to accompany. I don't know. She didn't want to. She chose not to accompany Breezy Hall. She chose not to accompany Te-Hina Paopao. She chose that. 7 points. 8 rebounds. That ain't good enough against a basketball team that we know is small. We know they tiny. We know that. So I was disappointed on that aspect because I thought that she was going to put in that work and let everybody know that she belonged in the conversation of All-American. That everybody know that she belonged in the conversation of SEC Player of the Year. But she took a step back, y'all. She took a step back. And when she took a step back, this is the thing about South Carolina. You have a player in Kamilla Cardoso, 6'7", averaging a double-double, 3 block shots a game. Last night, she played 22 minutes of basketball. She played 22 minutes of basketball, okay? You know who did not play 22 minutes of basketball? Who came in and balled? We talking about Ashlyn Watkins. Ashlyn Watkins played 30 minutes last night. Ashlyn Watkins played 30 minutes last night's game. And sometimes the stats show this, the stats show that. Would you get an Ashlyn Watkins playing 30 minutes a game? You get some good defense. You get some on-ball defense. You get some hustle. Because if the ball goes on the floor and you got multiple players going for that ball, and Ashlyn Watkins is in the mix, you know damn well Ashlyn Watkins will get the ball. Ain't nobody gonna get that ball over Ashlyn Watkins. She's gonna get the ball, and the person who's attached to the ball, she's gonna get her too, and she's gonna lift both of them up. We saw that happen. So Ashlyn Watkins at 30 minutes had 10 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks, and good defense. But you also, so she wasn't the only one in the post, because if Kamilla Cardoso only playing 22 minutes, and a good portion of that wasn't good minutes, it got to be spread out a little bit more. Sanaya Fagan, there was a Sanaya Fagan showing last night, and she showed up and somebody let her in the boom boom room. Somebody let Sanaya Fagan in the boom boom room. She had 18 minutes. She played 18 minutes at 10 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Oh, Sanaya Fagan, 6'3" Sanaya Fagan from Georgia. Let them know. And I ain't done yet. I just got to get minutes. And she got 18 minutes last night. So you have a player like Kamilla Cardoso who goes down, or not go down, didn't play well, didn't play up to her capabilities. Oh, Ashlyn Watkins getting more minutes. Sanaya Fagan getting more minutes. I actually anticipated that Chloe would get more minutes, but Chloe is playing about the same amount of minutes that she's played all year. Chloe's playing about 15 minutes a game, y'all. Playing about 15 minutes a game, and last night she only played 10. Chloe played 10 minutes. So we got a lot of folks who in my mentions who conversate, who say different things, and ask the question, oh, this is it. This is it right here. Oh, we got to do that lineup change. And we have to start Ashlyn Watkins in place of Chloe Kitts. Well, Chloe Kardashian has been averaging about 18, 19 minutes a game. But in SEC play, her minutes have gone to about 14 minutes a game. Now, Ashlyn Watkins have been averaging about 19 minutes a game. But since SEC play has began, she's averaging 28 minutes a game. So she may not be starting the first quarter. She might not be starting the third quarter after the halftime break. But she getting the bulk of the minutes in the second and in the fourth quarter, and some minutes in the first and the third quarter. Sometimes it don't matter who starts the basketball game, y'all. Sometimes it don't matter. Sometimes it matters who actually playing the minutes of the basketball game. And I gotta agree with what folks have been saying. It was a really good situation. It was a really good situation when Ashlyn Watkins, Te-Hina Fagan, Breezy Hall, Te-Hina Paopao, and old Tessa Johnson in the ball game. It was a situation where they looked real damn good. I ain't gonna lie to you. They looked real good playing together. They were athletic. They moved the ball. The ball didn't stick. And then you have a three-point shooter in Breezy. You have a three-point shooter in Te-Hina. You have a three-point shooter in Tessa Johnson, who is long at 6'1", who can defend. That's a really good lineup. You have Sanaya Fagan, who's 6'3", offensive Awesome. You have a defensive stopper in Ashlyn Watkins at 6'3". That look real good, but that look nice. I ain't gonna lie. But ain't gonna be no lineup changes. Ain't gonna be no lineup changes. I don't anticipate no lineup changes. I just anticipate them just playing, Oh, that did look good though. I ain't gonna lie. You talking about length. You talking about length. You talking about speed and shooting ability. That was really nice. Oh man. And Tessa Johnson. That's something about Tessa Johnson I just like. I just cannot put my finger on it right now. But there is something about Tessa Johnson that I like. It could be that she's 6'1". It could be that she plays defense. It could be that she's a really good three-point shooter. It could be like she does the hustle things. I don't know what it is. But Tessa Johnson is going to be her. Tessa Johnson is going to be her. It's just a matter of time. You see the seeds being planted. For Tessa. And if you noticed last night's game, Fulwiley we're going to be real with you. Fulwiley hasn't been on the last couple games. Her three-point basket has left her. She's shooting now 28% from the three-point line. And it seems like she's trying to shoot herself out of it. And when you are off as a distance shooter, you seem like you're forcing it. It seems like Fulwiley is forcing it. And what I don't want to do, and I don't believe it's going to happen anyway, I want to see her start losing her confidence. So if your three ball ain't working, then you just find other ways to score or find other ways to distribute the ball, to be a play defense, all those things, I just feel that Fulwiley needs to stop shooting that three ball as much as she's shooting it and go to that basket because nobody can defend her one-on-one. No one. Don't make it easy. Fulwiley, your athleticism, don't make it easy for defenders for you to just sit back and shoot that three ball. Don't make it easy. Get them on their heels. That's what you do. You beat Allen Iverson. That's what I want for MiLaysia Fulwiley. I want you to beat AI. One of my favorite players of all time. You beat AI because they can't guard you. Don't settle. Don't settle for that three ball. To me, it just seems like it's kind of taking the easy way. You're letting them defend you when they can't defend you. You bring that Carolina country strong Keenan basketball, dirt road, no stoplights to you wherever you go, and let them know who the hell you are. Don't let them forget. Don't be worried about that three ball. We play against Kentucky on Monday. Monday. You take it to the basket. You draw fouls. You embarrass somebody. You break some ankles. Test some ACLs. You do all that stuff. Because that's what you do. On Monday, I want to see no three-pointers. No three-pointers from MiLaysia Fulwiley. I want to see basket taken, breaking ankles. I want to see some YouTube moments. That's what I want to see. Let's go through a few questions. We got a lot. Oh my God, we got a lot of questions, lots of comments. I appreciate all the comments. all the love. It's a Friday night. 2024 p.m. on a Friday night. We got 205 people. And also, for the ones who knew, I am on Apple Podcasts. I am on iHeartRadio. I'm on Spotify. I'm on whatever situation of you getting the podcast. I am that dude now. So make sure you subscribe to that, follow, download it, all that stuff. All right, so let's do a question. Christopher Jones, what's up, Cap? What's up, my guy? We got to give Breezy the game ball for that performance. Oh, hell yeah. We have to. Ain't no co-MVP, ain't no co-whatever. Breezy got that crown on last night. And she holding that crown until Monday. Until Monday, for sure. Justin, what's up, my guy? Breezy did a thing, Cap. What do you think of the lineup that extended the lead in the first and second half of Paopao, Breezy, Tessa, Fagan, and Watkins? They were balling as a lineup. Justin, my guy, touched on that a couple minutes ago, and I love that lineup. I love that lineup. I want to see more of that lineup. I want to see more of that lineup. And I think, I mean, because this is the thing, right? The coaching staff, no. The coaching staff has been has had these players for a long time, has been coaching them up, practicing them, working out with them, all those, so they know all the tendencies, they know what they do well, they know what they do wrong. But what they saw, I think what they saw last night, that Snyder and Ashlyn play well together. They play well together. Sometimes when Ashlyn and Camilla are in the game together, I feel that like they don't occupy the space well. They don't occupy the space well. Maybe that's why Chloe is in the game and Chloe plays well with Kamilla Cardoso. She plays well with Kamilla Cardoso. That high-low game is awesome. High-low game is awesome. Chloe wants to come out from under the basket, even though she's averaging 10.7 rebounds. Ashlyn wanted to be closer to the basket so she can block some shots. But I don't want, it seems like both of them are occupying the same space. Would I be mad if there's a situation where Ashlyn is getting the bulk of the time with Sanaya and Camilla's getting the bulk of the time with Chloe? I won't be mad at that whatsoever. At all. Not whatsoever. Because this is the thing. We talk about Sanaya Fagan's defense, but we'll never talk about offense. We'll never talk about offense. So where Ashlyn might be lacking, Sanaya is good at. What Sanaya might be lacking, Ashlyn Watkins is good at. Keep in mind of the combination. Keep in mind of the combination. Keep in mind that's nice. She is Bree Wayne. I see Winston's 3-point coaching is doing well. He said when she's been training with him a lot. She's talking Breezy, but yeah. Winston Gandy should not be understated as a coach for the University of South Carolina. Yes, we got Paopao who changes the calculus of 3-point shooting. Yes, we do. Now, Breezy Hall we thought she was a capable 3-point shooter, but we ain't never seen none of this like this right here. We ain't seen none of this right here. Oh no, we ain't never seen this. And then Raven Johnson shooting 40% from 3. Come on now. The Winston effect is working. Jay Ham. Am I the only one that kind of likes the slide? There's more of that. More of that. Yeah, you ain't the only one, brother or sister. If we can get Sanaya Fagan playing at this level consistent, our bench will be outrageous good. That's from Robert. You tell no lies. You tell no lies. You don't. If Sanaya Fagan is that person that we saw last night on a consistent basis, there ain't nothing like coming off the bench with a 6'3" player who could score the basketball. There ain't nothing like that right there. Off the bench, who actually was a 5-star recruit in 4th rank in her recruiting class in class 2021. Ain't nothing like that. So Dawn said it. Dawn said it like this right here when she was referring to Breezy. She was saying that she sat as a freshman, sat as a sophomore, junior, she waited her turn, now she's balling out. And it basically takes some time for some players. What if Sanaya Fagan has turned the quarter? What if this is the game right here, January 11th, where Sanaya Fagan has turned the corner and we get that version of her on a consistent basis? What if that happens? What if that happens? Something special. Something special. She is Bree Wayne. Saw Adele Tack. Yes, you did. You saw Adele Tack last night. There was a shot of Adele Tack standing. They were in the huddle, and she was standing, I want to say beside Breezy or Tessa. And you saw how tall Adele Tack is. Adele Tack is legit 6'5", 6'6", with long arms. Adele Tack is massive. She is. And she's already on campus, already rehabbing, already traveled with the team to Missouri. She is following the same playbook that Letitia Me here had. The same thing. Medical red shirt. This is the medical red shirt time right here. This is it right here. She'll be ready in August. She'll be ready in the fall. She'll be ready when the ball tips off in November of 2024. Ooh, so excited. So excited about Adele. The flopping that went on during this basketball game. The flopping that went on during this basketball game. Haley Frank is probably sore, falling to the floor. Watch the game with my wife. I say, you know how you stop all that flopping? This is how you stop all that flopping. You get an elbow to the throat from Ashlyn Watkins. You ain't gonna be doing that flopping no more. And there was a situation where she tried to flop with Ashlyn Watkins and she came up holding her eye. Flopping against Breezy, flopping against Raven, flopping against Kamilla Cardoso is a lot different than flopping against Ashlyn Watkins. Because you're going to feel that one. You're going to feel that one in the morning. And this is the thing. When you're doing all that flopping, you're trying to draw all these offensive fouls, what ends up happening is you end up putting yourself in foul trouble because the refs are not going to call every single time you trying to flop. So you got some of them, but then you got some that you didn't get, and you put yourself in foul trouble. You can't guard, so you try to flop. You can always find out the ones who can't guard because they be throwing their body into somebody. Camilla Cardoza got the ball at the top of the key. No, she didn't get the ball. She turned around. Haley Frank sitting right there and flopped, and they call a foul on Camilla Cardoza because she turned around and took a step. So that step from Camilla Cardoza was enough to put you on the ground, and they draw a foul, and the refs need to be taught that because going into that game, Haley Frank had got 23 offensive fouls from opponents. So she does that all the time. And with us being bigger and stronger, oh, yeah, they're going to. So we touch you, you're going to foul, right? We foul. Come on, bro. This game was so disjointed. The game was so disjointed. And I was upset. I was upset throughout the whole basketball game. I was upset about the flopping. I was upset about the disjointed play because you don't get in a rhythm. You don't get in a rhythm. I was upset that it took like 4 minutes looking at the camera when seeing the ball grazed the rim. I'm like, damn, I saw it on the first try. I don't know what the referee's looking at. Why take Cam Will 4 seconds to make the call? You can see the ball then rotate off the rim, and it took 4 minutes for y'all to come over the call for us to get the ball. You just gave them a whole timeout. You gave them a whole commercial break. You gave them a whole BET commercial break. And you know, BET, for the ones who watch BET, you know, BET got them long commercials. When BET have a commercial, you got time to turn on the washing machine. You got time to iron a couple shirts. You got time to go to the bathroom. You got time for all that. Go get you a little swig of sweet tea, and then the commercial be over. That's how I felt watching that game last night. Like, y'all got to be kidding me. You got 3 referees with 14 cameras, and you can't figure that out, and I got on the first try. Here's the situation. SEC Network plus DM a brother. I saw it. I'll make the call. Like, what are you doing? And all those bogus flop calls. Watching the game, I felt a little unfulfilled. And the reason I felt unfulfilled because I know Missouri plays as well. So I ain't going to discredit Missouri. Well, you know, you throw schedules, you throw rosters, you throw all this stuff out the window when we play against Missouri. For whatever reason, Missouri always played well against the South Carolina Gamecocks. In their Columbia or at our Columbia. They always play as well. And I still have those nightmares of Sophie Cunningham hitting that damn shot in overtime. I still have all that stuff. But, I mean, South Carolina played well. We played well. We shot 52% from the field. We shot 53% from the three-point line. And yet again, we shot 88% from the free throw line. South Carolina, ladies and gentlemen, over the last 3 basketball games have shot 87%, 75%, and 88% from the three-point line. Not three-point line, from the three-point line. I'm still saying it wrong. From the free throw line. Let me say it one more time. The last 3 basketball games, South Carolina, the team that right now ranked 266 in free throw shooting, is averaging well over 80% at the free throw line. What has changed? You know what has changed? This is what has changed. The last 3 basketball games, we are in SEC play. So the girls are more focused. The girls are laser focused, not only at the free throw line, but in basketball in general. They're more focused. They got tuned up. So you ain't gonna see no 60%, no 55%, none of that mess in no free throw line no more. You're gonna see some improved free throw shooting, and we've seen it through the first 3 games SEC play. Is that a mirage? Is that a vision? I don't know what it is, but what I see is South Carolina shooting over 80% over the last 3 basketball games, and it happened again against Kentucky at home at Colonial Life Arena. That ain't no makeup stuff. That is real deal. That is what it is. What I didn't like about the basketball game is, and I'm address the elephant in the room because a couple folks already hit me up. And I just gotta address it. I gotta take a sip of water on this one right here. Take a sip of water on this one. Because y'all know how I love me some Raven Johnson. Raven Johnson, my favorite player. I love me some Raven Johnson. But last 5 basketball games, in my humble opinion, Raven Johnson had 1 good game. In my humble opinion, my unbiased opinion, Raven Johnson had 1 good basketball game. And that game was against Florida when she had 16, 4, and 5. She came out aggressive. She came looking for a shot. And she had 10 points in the first quarter. Now, you look at last night's game, and you say, oh, snap, Raven had 10 points. But she got like 6 of those points right towards the end of the game, in the fourth quarter. For the bulk of that game, Raven wasn't doing too much. She wasn't. She played some decent defense. But she only had two assists. She did have 3 steals. And she's averaging 3 steals a basketball game. But I can't have Raven Hollywood Johnson getting 2 assists in a basketball game. And I know some of it's not her fault in regards to, players missing those bunnies, players missing these layups, doing all those things. I don't know. I don't know right now. I think she's like caught in between. Should I score the basketball? Should I do the pass? I don't know. But I need Raven Johnson to be the Raven Johnson at the beginning of the season. A confident Raven Johnson with that bounce to herself, offensively and defensively. That's what I need. For us to win a championship, we need that version of Raven Johnson. Now, this Raven Johnson is good. This Raven Johnson, don't get misconstrued now. This Raven Johnson competes. This Raven Johnson is good. But all SEC type Raven Johnson, that was early in the year. When she was putting it on notice. Like, yo, I'm going to lead the SEC in assists. I need that version of Raven. Hopefully we'll see it against Kentucky. And again, she's one of my favorite players, so it pains me. She's my favorite player, and it pains me to say that. But I'm just keeping it 100. Do y'all still say that? Keep it 100? Well, Cam Wilson said, I'm just keeping it 100. Keep it Brazil. I need Raven to get back to Raven. The Raven that I'm going to take your heart out type, Hollywood Johnson. That's what I need from Raven. Raven, take no prisoners. Raven, I can take you off the bounce. That type, offensively. That's what I want from Raven Johnson. You've shown that you can do it. You've shown it. I just need you to be that person every game. That's what I want. That's what I implore you to do. That's what I implore you to do. Because they can't guard you. They can't guard you. Show them who the hell you are. Show them who the hell you are. That you represent Georgia, ATL type. Show them who you are. Show them why you was the number 2 ranked recruit in the class of 2021. Show them again. Put them on notice. I'm expecting you to ball out on Monday. Country Notary, what's up, girl? I can't wait for the game when Paopao goes smooth off. I can't wait either. I can't wait. I cannot wait for Paopao to let them have it. To let them have it. We're going to see it. You're going to see a Paopao who shoot like 7 or 8 3-pointers. You're going to see that sometime this season. She just haven't had the green light to shoot that many times like that. She ain't had it yet. But there's going to be a basketball game. There's going to be a basketball game this season. Could be in the SEC tournament. Could be against UConn. Could be in a game that could be against LSU. Ladies and gentlemen, Paopao goes smooth off, as Country Notary say, against LSU, in LSU, against the supposed 2 best transfers in the transfer portal. And that sellout crowd, can you imagine Te-Hina Paopao hitting 7 3-pointers against LSU, national TV, prime time? I tell you like this right here. I will probably lose my mind. I will lose my mind. I will lose my ever-loving mind if she does that. I will be no good. Not for the night. I'm talking about for the week, because I'm going to talk cash smack forever. Forever. Breezy does not take a bad shot. She is efficiently great. With Breezy and Paopao on both sides and Raven in the middle, the court is wide open, and there is no stopping us. You know, you bring up a great point. You bring up a great point. Breezy don't take bad shots. She don't. She is so efficient. She's so efficient. She is so like locked in on what the offense, what she does for the offense. She's so locked in. Dawn said in an interview, she's like, she don't even tell Breezy anything no more. She knows. It's a 3rd year. She knows what to do. She knows. She has the utmost confidence in Breezy Hall. It's just fearful. It's just fearful when you're an opponent and you see Breezy, Raven, and Te-Hina. You are literally scared. You are scared. You're scared because you have 2 players who shoot 50% or better from the 3-point line. You got Breezy, who's long and athletic and get to the basket. You got Te-Hina Paopao going her slow motion, move action type self, getting to her spots. And it's so smooth. Watching Te-Hina Paopao is so smooth. And I did an analogy of Allen Houston played for the Knicks back in the day. That's what she reminded me of. That smooth jumper, go at her own pace. And she go at her own pace, but there's nothing you can do about it. She still gets to her spots. And then she's aggressive on defense. She's a dog. And then Raven still in the basketball, doing that quick pace, getting the players in their positions. Man, it's a problem. At TD, Cap, you said the bench will get shorter, SEC play gets underway. Sure did. Well, if it do, then you can add kids to the list. Her footwear is not there to keep her on the floor. Well, I mean, it's just like this right here. And I appreciate the comment. I really do. But I say this right here. At the end of the day, Chloe just became a sophomore. January, she just finished her first year of being on campus. Okay, being her first year on campus. So she just turned the clock to the sophomore year. She was not a sophomore when the season began because she wasn't on the campus for a year. She had one off season with the coaching staff. Okay, she's averaging 10 points and 7 rebounds in SEC. Okay, she is in 18, 19 minutes of play. Just put that in context. Put that in context. Chloe's a good player. Chloe's a good player. Right now, Chloe's a good player. 2 years from now, Chloe, in my opinion, is going to be a great player. Chloe is just scratching the surface, y'all. She is just scratching the surface. Give her some credit. Give Chloe Kardashian some credit. Really give her credit because and I'm a stat dude. I'm an analytic type dude. I am. And Chloe, like I said, she's averaging 10 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists per basketball game. This is what Chloe is doing. 19 minutes of play. 68% from the free throw line. What you getting from Chloe, and 51% from the field. What you getting from Chloe is a different version of what you want as a power forward, because she's not strong enough yet, but she can't handle the ball well enough to play 3. So she's kind of like a tweener. She's like a 3.5. She's big. She's bigger than players who play the 3, but she's not strong enough against players who play the 4. But she finds a way to the ball. Chloe will find a way to get rebounds. She gets the same amount. Put this in context. Chloe gets the same amount of rebounds as Ashlyn Watkins. Both of them are averaging 7 rebounds a basketball game. It's just that Ashlyn Watkins do it in a dominant fashion. It makes you pop your eyes out. Like, damn, she did that again. But with Chloe, what captivates us when we watch Chloe, how many times she's on the floor. That's what we see a lot. Or when she get in the basket, she's getting pushed around some because she's not strong enough. You see the way Chloe is built right now. That's not going to be the same way that Chloe's going to be this time next year. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel about that. A couple more things about Chloe. Lavisha, I hope I'm saying your name right. Lavisha Yarborough Wall. Fulwiley was a little bit off, but may need to get more playing time so she can get her flow. Well, this is the thing. We in SEC play. Dawn ain't going to let she's going to play the players that she trusts. And I don't believe she trusts Fulwiley right now. I just don't. I don't think she trusts her offense. I don't think she trusts her offensively and defensively as a complete basketball player. Right now. And I'm taking a drink on this one right here. Because some folks going to look at the account, Will, you crazy as hell. But we're going to do another shot, 48 minutes in, do another shot. Here we go. So right now, Tessa Johnson should be in the lineup before MiLaysia Fulwiley. Those are the facts. Right now, on January 12th, Tessa Johnson should be in the lineup before MiLaysia Fulwiley. And there ain't no shade to my homegirl from Carolina. There ain't no shade whatsoever. But at this point right now, Tessa Johnson is a better all-around basketball player, offensively and defensively. She is. Now, MiLaysia Fulwiley is straight up sensational on the offensive end. She's going to do some things that we ain't never, ever, ever in the life of us seen before. But in SEC play, and I'm just watching how this SEC stuff is changing. I'm watching Tessa Johnson get more minutes. I'm watching it. Through 3 games in SEC play for one Tessa Johnson. She played 20 minutes against Florida. She played 15 minutes against Mississippi State, and she played 16 minutes against Missouri. Somebody help me with the math. So 35, 41 minutes, that's about what, 17 minutes a game? About 17 minutes a game right now in SEC play. You are going to get solid defense from Tessa Johnson. Someone says she's 6'2". I mean, she look it. She does. She looks it. Tessa Johnson is 6'1" with long arms, athletic, move her feet, plays hard, tough-nosed defense, can shoot the rock. She's a better three-point shooter than MiLaysia Fulwiley. And we knew that going into the season. If anybody who's been following high school recruiting knew that Tessa Johnson is one of the best high school shooters in the country. We knew that. I believe the coaching staff, I believe Dawn Staley trusts Tessa right now. That's why you're seeing more of her playing. I really do. And I can't, and with Fulwiley, Florida, she played 18 minutes. Mississippi State, she played 14 minutes. Missouri, she played 10 minutes. Would that be a pattern? Would that be a pattern? I don't see LaVisha Yarborough. I don't see Coach Staley playing her to get her out of a funk because every game matters now. So when she missed those three-pointers, because the first 3 shots she took was all 3-pointers, and none of them was close. 0. None of them was close. Dawn pulled and put Tessa in. I think more as this SEC play continues on, I think you're going to see more Tessa Johnson. I really do. I really do. And I think the length that she has, you're going to see more Tessa Johnson playing with Bree Hall. Tessa 6'1", maybe 6'2". Bree 6 foot. That's good length at the guard position. That is good length and very athletic. And so what you are seeing is in SEC play is a transition to a more defensive centric basketball team. That's what you're seeing. That's what you're seeing because you're talking about 15 games in now. 15 games in. I'm gonna do a show tomorrow. Talking about where we stand at the 15-game mark and how has SEC playing changed. There's gonna be 2 dope shows that's gonna come out tomorrow. But what you're seeing is it's gonna be a more emphasis on defense while not sacrificing offense. Okay, so if you got Tessa Johnson in the game with Bree Hall in the game, and you got a Raven Johnson or Te-Hina Paopao. If you got a situation where you got Te-Hina, Raven, Te-Hina, Breezy, and Tessa, you have 3 dynamic 3-point shooters in the game at the same time. And then you can put whatever combination of posts you want to. You can have Camilla, so they collapse on Camilla, kick it out to 3-point shooters, they knock it down. You have Ashlyn Watkins and Sanaya Fagan. You have multiple ways to navigate the offense because you have 3 shooters. But not only do you have 3 shooters, you have 2 defenders in Breezy and Tessa, who I think are outstanding. I think Tessa it's almost like right now it's a run for your money in terms of who's the best on-ball defender between Tessa and Bree at the perimeter position. Now, if you have a situation, because I think that Watkins is the best defender on this basketball team. So if let's say it's right here. You have a situation where you got Ashlyn, Tessa, and Bree in the game at the same time. That's one of the best. That is our best defensive lineup with those 3 players playing at the same time while not sacrificing offense. Why not sacrificing offense? That is something to watch as the season continues on. We play Monday against Kentucky at 7 o'clock. Now, I don't think that we're going to get much resistance from Kentucky whatsoever, but here's a couple things to make sure you watch. Make sure you watch this right here. Watch who gets subbed in first. Watch who gets subbed in first. If you see a situation where Tessa and Ashlyn Watkins are the first 2 subs that come to this basketball game, a change has happened. A change has happened. If the next person to come into the basketball game is Sanaa Fagan, a change is happening. A change is happening. So just watch that. Watch that. I think that the trend of Watkins playing 28, 30 minutes is going to continue. I think the trend of Tessa Johnson playing 18, 20 minutes is going to continue. So if Tessa is playing 18, 20 minutes, somebody else is off the court. And right now at that point is MiLaysia Fulwiley. That's what it is. That is the facts from old Captain Will. Those are the facts right now. And I think Fulwiley will get back to how we envisioned her. I have no doubt, because you're gonna have a situation next year where potentially if Paopao goes to the league, Fulwiley and Tessa are gonna be getting crazy time. One of those will be starting next year, probably Fulwiley. Probably Fulwiley next year. But 2 years from now, you have a situation where Fulwiley as a junior, Tessa Johnson as a junior, Maddie McDaniel as a sophomore, lighten the SEC up. Hey, I want to thank High Vibrations. Thank you, High Vibrations. Appreciate the love. Thank you for the tip. It means so much to me. It really does. Adam Ritter, I'm worried about Fulwiley. Everybody's telling him to calm down, that she's a freshman, she'll be fine. This oh man. So all right, so this is the deal. Adam, Fulwiley is fine. Fulwiley's fine. It's okay. It is okay. These are growing pains. She's a freshman. She's a freshman who's averaging 16, 17, 18 minutes a game. She is fine. You know who wasn't averaging this amount of time? No, it wasn't. Bree Hall. She wasn't in a freshman or sophomore year. She wasn't. You know who was the 14th ranked recruit in the 2021 class? Bree Hall. You know who was the 13th ranked recruit in the 2023 class? MiLaysia Fulwiley. It takes time, especially in this system. It takes time to be trusted offensively and defensively, because you can't have lapses like that in SEC play. You just can't. So it is all good. It is all good. Fulwiley is going to be one of the best players that has ever put on a uniform at the University of South Carolina, male or female. It is fine. It is fine. She is the truth. She's the truth. Just trust. Just say it like this right here. Just say it like this right here. We have so many talented players on this basketball team. And with Fulwiley being the hometown girl, we want to see her on the court a whole lot. We do. I do. Because every time she gets the ball, I stand up. That's what happens. So I can't deny that, because I have no idea what she's going to do with the basketball. But we also have other sensational, talented five-star recruits on this basketball team. Okay, so we praise Coach Staley about bringing talent in. We praise Coach Staley about, players fitting in with the culture of Dawn Staley. Okay, so sometimes it takes a little more time. But this is the thing. When you have so many talented basketball players on a team, everybody ain't going to be happy. Everybody ain't going to be happy. So now that we're in SEC play, I told you before, this is what I said. And someone made a note of it. TD said, I said it before. The bench is going to get shorter when we go into SEC play, when we go to the SEC tournament, when we go to the games that matter in the big dance. You're not going to see 11 players playing in a basketball game unless there is a huge blowout. Okay? Last night, we played 9 players. played 9 players. Sanaya Ja didn't play. Schema Walker didn't play. You had Fulwiley with 10 minutes. You had Chloe with 10 minutes. The bulk, and I said this before, the bulk of the minutes is going to be going to about 7 players. About 7 players. Raven Johnson, Te-Hina Paopao, Breezy Hall, Ashlyn Watkins, Kamilla Cardoza, Tessa Johnson, and now I'm going to say Sanaya Fagan. The bulk of the minutes are going to go to those 7 players. Now, I think there's going to be some situations where Chloe play a little bit more than Sanaya. You know, but Chloe has been averaging about 18, 19 minutes, but since SEC players came in, her minutes is going down. So we're going to see how it goes on against Kentucky. We're going to see how that goes in terms of the minutes, but just keep them, just watch it. Just watch the minutes. Just watch the minutes. Watch the basketball game, obviously, but watch how the minutes are distributed, and you're going to see that trend. You're going to see that trend. The trend is going down. Just keep eye on that. All right. Follow me on Instagram, Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Follow me on Twitter at Gamecocks Talk. Follow me on all the platforms for podcasts. And we're talking about Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Spotify. However you choose to get your podcast, you can now follow Captain Will. You can follow me everywhere you go. You can listen to me in the car. My homegirl from Cali be coming in at 8 o'clock. You just turn on the car. Turn on the car. You can just put it in the Apple Podcast. You know what I'm saying? And just hear the smooth tones of Captain Will. Shaquem, what's up, my guy? Honestly, Cardoza needs to improve on offense. She is having trouble creating her shot on offense. Her post moves need work. To me, Fagan has more post moves and better footwork than everyone else. I mean, you're not telling any lies. You're not telling any lies, but Cardoza is a senior. She's almost 23 years old. She played at Syracuse and she's played at South Carolina. It ain't going to change. Cardoza is who she is. And like I said before, there are 359 other teams who would love to have the services of 6'7" Kamilla Cardoza. You know what I'm saying? But she is who she is. She is the same player who just made the pre-Olympic team for Brazil. And we could talk a little bit about that as well, because there's a high probability that she won't be playing against UConn. But UConn dropping like flies right now. They might have to sign up some cheerleaders to get some run, you know, when they play us. They got Paige Beckers playing the 4 position. Can you imagine Paige Beckers playing the 4 position against Ashlyn Watkins? She might cut you a couple of bows to the throat. I mean, come on. But she is who she is. And Coach Staley said this a couple of years ago, that Sanaya Fagan was the most offensively talented player that she's ever coached in the post. That included and it drew some crazy, you know, like, what the hell you talking about? What? Drew some of that because you're talking about Asia Wilson. You're talking about Leah Boston, all those players. No. Said it's Sanaya Fagan, the most offensively talented player that she's ever coached in the post. She just got to get it right on the defensive end. Her moves are extraordinary. And she got good size, great size, 6'3". Great shape. Long and athletic. I want this version of Sanaya Fagan. Don't forget, Sanaya Fagan started the first game. The first game. Exhibition game against Rutgers. She started. Sanaya Fagan. Not Chloe. Not Watkins. Sanaya Fagan. The talent is there. It's just some untapped talent that she might be finding now. But in terms of Cardoza, she is not going to change. She ain't changed in 4 years. It is not going to change now. She is who she is. And she's going to be a similar player when we go to the W. She's bigger than you. She's taller than you. She has long arms. She's very fast for her size, running up and down the court. She's a good passer. out of the post. She's averaging 3 assists a basketball game. That's who Cardoza is. That's what she is. Jonathan McQueen, Uncle Will, Happy New Year, sir. Thank you for your service. Will Camilla miss? Oh, I'm reading your comment right now, and it's crazy. And I didn't look at it, and I already just started talking about it. And so, but thank you for the comment, though. So it's looking that way. It's definitely looking that way. Because this is the thing, man. You have the opportunity to play for your national team. You have the opportunity to play for your national team in the Olympics in Paris. Okay? You made the pre-Olympic team. So you own the squad. And you have the opportunity to play in the Olympics, you damn right. You're going to play. She ain't going to play on that team. She ain't missing a UConn game. It's a non-conference game. Real talk, in the big scheme of things, it don't matter. It matters to us as fans because we don't want to lose a game or, jeopardize our #1 ranking, things like that. But in the big scheme of things, the right thing for Kamilla Cardoza is to go play in that pre-Olympic tournament. That's the right thing to do. You make the Olympics with Brazil and you play in Paris during the summer. That's what you do. That's what you do. It's a no-brainer to me. If I was a fan, I was like, girl, you gonna play. You're going to play in a situation. You can do what you do in this little tournament. You come on back and you finish the SEC schedule. And you get ready for the big dance. But no, you have an opportunity to play for your national team. She's from Brazil, y'all. She had an opportunity to play for Brazil. Girl, you play. You let the chips fall where they may. It's a reason why we have 9 McDonald's All-Americans and 9 5-stars on this team. If we can't win basketball games with one player not playing, then we don't deserve to win the championship. I'm just saying. We got that much depth. We got that much talent on this basketball team. We can miss Kamilla Cardoza in her 25, 26, 27 minutes of basketball. That doesn't mean Ashlyn Watkins is going to play more. That just means Sanaya Fagan is going to play more. You go chase your dreams. You already got a national championship. Go chase your dreams. It's a no-brainer to me. Go over there and work and make USC proud. Because you're always going to be USC. You're always going to be USC. When you were playing last summer. I was cheering for you. They're USC. Ain't Brazil, girl, you USC. USC. But you go get that national, you get the opportunity to get into all the Olympic stuff. Because it's a dream. So you go out there and get it. That is, yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm not watching? I'm not watching the because I ain't got Pac-12. Man, I don't have Pac-12 on DirecTV. So when I found that mess out, oh, that's a good game. Stanford is up by 4 points against Utah. And they're playing in Utah. Third quarter. Great game. So whoever's watching that game, woo, y'all lucky. Y'all are lucky. Edro Kaba. With Fagan playing better, what do we do with 5 forwards when Joyce starts next year? You said a mouthful, my guy. You said a mouthful. You said with Fagan playing better, what do we do with 5 forwards when Joyce starts next year? Who's to say that Joyce is going to start next year? Who's to say? Who? Because it ain't given. It ain't given that Joyce is not even saying she's going to start next year. She should say in an interview I did with her. She just want to come and help the team. Want to help the team in any kind of way. You just come out and say, I'm going to start. That not on this basketball team. Not on this basketball team when everybody's great. No. I don't care what kind of recruit you are. Agent Wilson didn't start her freshman year. Let's just keep it real. The best who ever did it didn't start. So ain't no given that Joyce Edwards, the number 2 ranked recruit in the country, one of the best players who ever played basketball in the state of South Carolina, is going to start next year as a freshman ahead of multiple players. It's tough, but In terms, I mentioned this before in a show that I expect somebody to transfer out. I have no idea who that player is going to be to transfer out, but I expect somebody to transfer out next year. I do, because Joyce is going to play. She may not start. And real talk, if Joyce Edwards come in here and starts, I've had ahead of players who are juniors and seniors who were equally talented in high school, and that's a problem. That's a problem. And I don't anticipate her starting next year. I don't anticipate Adele Tack starting next year. No. I don't want any freshman starting for South Carolina. I don't. Because that dilutes the recruiting that we've done before. It does. When everybody is talented every single year, sometimes you got to wait your turn. You got to wait your turn. On this basketball team, some basketball teams, it's not that case, because you might have one or two players on that basketball team who are really good, who are really outstanding. This basketball team, you have 9. You have 9 players who are really good. You have 9 players on this basketball team who were top 25 in the country in their respective classes. 9 of them. You're going to have 2 more McDonald's All-Americans showing up next year in Maddie McDaniel and Joyce Edwards. So the question also, you think Maddie going to come in and start next year? No. That question ain't going to come up. And I know everybody in love with Joyce Edwards. I am too. I love me some Joyce Edwards, but I damn sure love me some Maddie McDaniel too. And I think she's equally talented in regards to her being one of the best players at her position. But we're not going to mention her starting, but we're going to say Joyce going to start, right? I got it. I think Joy's gonna wait her turn, and I believe that she, because this is the thing. Joyce, don't forget this right here. Joyce has played with Raven Johnson and MiLaysia Fulwiley. They played together. Now Raven got a little age on both of them, but they have played together. Okay, they are friends. They are used to playing, with one another. So Joyce knows her role. And if it comes down to that she's better than the rest of the players and able to start, more power to it. Power to it. I think when it's all said and done, Joyce Edwards is going to be one of the best players that ever played at the University of South Carolina, but I don't think it's going to happen in freshman year. If Fagan continues to play like she played the last couple games, there are a lot of opportunities out there for minutes next year, because Kamilla Cardoso is going to be gone. Adele Tack will be coming off an injury. There's going to be a lot of opportunity for some minutes next year. Let's keep it 100. Austin Jackson, what's up? Sanaya will be the key to the national championship, but she has to put forth 100% effort without lapses, especially on defense. I'm not going to go there and say that she will be the key to the national championship, but I appreciate the comment. I'm not going to go that far, because there are several games that Sanaya has not been a factor this season. So I don't want to have one good game that she's had, against Missouri, and she had a solid game against ECU. But I mean, if you just go by the stats, those out of the 15 games, those were her 2 best games. So I'm not going to say, because there's several games where she's played 3 minutes. I mean, let's be real. She played 3 minutes against Mississippi State. 3 minutes. She played 8 minutes against Florida. So we got to put that in context. Now, she played well last night, but I don't believe that Sanaya Fagan is changing the pendulum for us winning a championship. This team is, I think the one player that we can't miss on this basketball team is Te-Hina Paopao. I think she is the one player who puts us over dramatically as a basketball team. And we have a lot of great players, but for this basketball team to be number one in the country shooting the 3 ball, Te-Hina Paopao is a huge part of that. I think that the key to this national championship is Bree Hall. That's what I believe is the key to this team winning the national championship. If we get a Breezy Hall who's playing like she's been playing for multiple games in the tournament, we will win the national championship. We are going to win the national championship because you have another shooter, another defender, and it opens up the floor even more. And we're going to play some teams who can shoot the ball, but we still have the number one defense. They have to deal with us. Other teams have to deal with our shooting now. They have to deal with our shooting. And you know, that's scary. Real talk, that's scary for opposing teams. Our shooting. Because you can't sag in the middle. Like Missouri, like all the teams in the SEC have been doing with us for years. You can't do that no more. You can't. You try that with us, we're going to shoot the lights out like we have been doing. This Carolina team is still number one in that ranking. Number 14 in strength of schedule. We played 6 teams. We played 6 teams that are ranked in the top 50. It was 7 teams, but Florida has regressed to rank 51 in that ranking. We're still number 4 in offensive rating, number 1 in defense. You know, all the accolades speak for itself. It's really awesome. Tiff Brown, let me see you guys' score prediction for us versus LSU. Score prediction. I'm not going to give my prediction yet. I give my prediction. We got, 13 days? I ain't giving my prediction until the 24th. I'm not giving my prediction to the 24th. That's when I'm giving my prediction by LSU. But I tell you this right here. I feel very confident we're going to beat LSU. I feel very confident that we're going to beat LSU. I do. But I give my prediction on January 24th. And when we win that game on January the 25th, I believe that game is at 7 o'clock. When we win that basketball game. And I'm on the air. Oh, no, that's at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on ESPN. 8 o'clock on ESPN. When I come on the air at 10 o'clock on that Thursday night, that's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And I'm going to stay on the air until we get less than 100 people watching me. So that's all night. We're going to talk all night long because somebody will be watching. That's what's going to go down. I will stop talking when it gets below 100 people watching my face on that night. Let us beat LSU. Let us blow out LSU. There's going to be a problem in the Williams household that night. I'm just letting you know. Sadiki, I can't say this name. Sadiki Kararufu. I hope I said it correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we won't see some of the players on this team be the first to win multiple championships with a women's team. Correct me if I'm wrong, but won't some of the players on this team be the first to win multiple championships with this team? Yes, you're absolutely right. Because we won in 2022, and if we win in 2024, when we win in 2024, yeah, that is true. That is true. And that would be really dope. That would be really dope because you have a Breezy Hall who won in 2022 as a freshman. You have Cardoza. You have, Raven. You have, multiple time champion. That'd be so awesome. For the players who stuck around Sanaa Fagan, for the players who've been, faithful to the program and put in the work. And it would be awesome. You have a player like Te-Hina Paopao. You have a player like Te-Hina Paopao transferred from Oregon. Oregon was never going to win a championship, even though I think that recruiting class that they had was like number 1, but came here And if she's able to cap off a national championship here at USC, it would be like sensational for her family, and everything that's I went through coming up in high school, tearing ACL and things like that. That'd be awesome. It really would. But we have some games before. That, Sadiki. But I already booked my ticket. Wifey and I already booked our tickets for Cleveland. So I'm already saying that we're going to win. We're going to be in the Final Four. I'm already saying that. I already put my request for a press pass because that's how confident I feel that we're going to be there in the Final Four. I don't see us losing before that. So, Terrell Stevens, Cat, what up, my boy? What's going on, fam? How you doing? What is good? Shakeem, Sling TV has the Pac-12 challenge. I found that out right before I went on the air. Sling TV has it, but I don't have Sling TV. I don't have Sling TV. What I do have, because I'm a TV show connoisseur. So I have of course, got Netflix, got Hulu, got Paramount Plus, got Peacock. I like wrestling too. I got a bunch of them. Disney Plus. I'm a Marvel dude. Y'all see me wearing my shirts, Marvel. And then when the grands come over, So, but I don't have Sling TV. ESPN Plus. I don't know why it's not on ESPN Plus. They don't have a freaking contract with ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus shows all these games. They don't, Pac-12. So I'm disappointed in that. And I think, I don't have, I got DirecTV, so I don't have Spectrum, and I don't have the Dish and other things. DirecTV is great sometimes. Sometimes DirecTV sucks. I ain't gonna lie. So I probably never get a sponsorship with DirecTV. It's all good. So Stanford's up by 4. Stanford's up by 4 right now at the end of the third quarter. Stanford's got a tough schedule. Utah has a tough schedule. Those teams that Pac-12 they just beating each other up. Let me see how Peely's doing. Oh my God. For the ones who watching this game, who does have Sling TV, Peely is 3 for 12, 2 for 6 from the 3-point line. Peely has 10 points. Wow. Didn't see that coming. So I assume, damn, what's the girl name? Kiki Arifin, the junior, 6'3" from LA. That girl done shot 20 times. 20 times. She got 22 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists. Cameron Brink ain't doing too much. She only got 4.6 rebounds, 1 block shot. She ain't doing too much. Wow. Okay. I see you. James Hickson. It's going to be wild in Baton Rouge. It's going to be lit. It's going to be crazy up in Baton Rouge. I tell you that right now. Darnell Baylor, Michelle J, my creator of the GTL tagline, Gamecocks Talk, Lieutenants. What's up? How y'all doing? What's good? Country Notary, which LSU player do y'all think has the best chance to score double figures against us? I think it's gonna. I think that. I want to say Michaela Williams. I think. It's tough because I think I'm gonna say Anissa Morrow will score the most points for LSU when we play them. I do. See, this is the thing too. LSU plays 6 players. They play 6 players. That's it. They play 6 players. So the key with LSU is them trying to run with us, but also the difficulty Angel Reese is going to have trying to score against us. That is the difficulty. So against LSU, we need for sure Kamilla Cardoso. We need her size. We need her length because it gave Angel Reese straight hell during that basketball game. Her size, because Angel Reese don't have no post moves. She don't have any post moves. So if you don't have any post moves playing against us, that's a problem with the size, and you're the tallest player. So it's several scenarios, and I ain't gonna give them away. We'll talk about that all next week. Well, not next week. We'll talk about it all in a couple of weeks. How I think they're going to defend Angel Reese. I think they're going to defend Michaela and Anissa Morrow and so forth. But I think it'll probably be Anissa Morrow who will be in double figures first. Country Notary, you going to be at that game? You're going to be at that game? That is amazing. Shout out to you. Send me some pics. I really appreciate that. I hopefully I get it, because I put a press pass in for that game too. LSU ain't gonna prove my press pass for them. They ain't gonna prove that. But I did. Maybe South Carolina give me one. I have not got a press pass for a away game. I have not. I'm gonna do the last question. This is the last question, y'all. This is from Justin. It's crazy to think that Dawn has been at South Carolina 16 seasons. Almost the same amount of time as Nick Saban was about Alabama for 17 seasons. They both GOATs. That's a really good analogy. That's a really good analogy in reference to the length of time that Dawn has been at South Carolina and the length of time that Nick Saban has been at Alabama, who just recently retired. And Dawn Staley has so many years of coaching ahead of her. So many years of coaching. And Nick Saban coached 17 years at Alabama, won, 6 national championships, 5 national championships at Alabama, won a championship with LSU, coached in the NFL, coached at so many levels. And he's much older than Coach Staley is. So when Dawn Staley is 72 years old, if she still is coaching at that time, there's no telling how many national championships she's going to have. No telling. Astronomical number. Because when Dawn Staley, here's the difference too, Justin. This is the difference. When Dawn Staley started coaching South Carolina, we were a doormat team. We weren't good at all. Okay? Let's be clear. Okay? We weren't good at all. Much different than when Alabama got Nick Saban. Okay? But Dawn, it took Dawn some years to get her players, to get her recruits. And some recruits didn't want to play. Some recruits transferred out. Kelsey Bone, remember her? Kelsey Bone. She was top recruit, came in from Texas, transferred out after her first year. Everybody don't work that way. But she turned this program around in a few years and made baby steps. Got better, got a little further in the tournament. Won the chip in 17. Probably would have won the chip in 20. Wish we would have won the chip last year in 2022 or 2023. So that would have been back-to-back in 22 and 23. And we're favored to win in 24. Just think like this right here. It is not out of the realm that South Carolina could have won 22, 23, and are now the favorite for 24. What if Carolina would have won 3 straight chips? That would have been unbelievable. Because we throw around the GOAT word a lot. We do. But going to every season, and this is a season that we didn't, the national media did not think that this program would be where it is. Would not be where it is, but it is. It is where it is because of Coach Staley. It is. And I hope we win the chip. I hope we're there celebrating because it's going to be amazing in Cleveland if that happens. Nolan, appreciate the love, brother. Appreciate the love. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I said it was going to be a last question, but I'm going to finish this up with Mr. G because I ain't heard from Mr. G in a minute. He said Williams and Flage will be the problem, not Morrow. I don't. Flage, she's a good defender, but I don't know. I don't know about Flage. And Michaela Williams is really good because I was struggling between Michaela and Morrow. I was struggling between them. Who's gonna be that problem? And you know, I'd say like this right here. Between Anissa Morrow and between Michaela Williams, one of them gonna be took completely out of the game. One of them gonna be took. One of them gonna be game plan for and gonna be taken completely out of the game. I don't know which one. I don't know. But Flage, to me, ain't changing the calculus for this basketball game. She's gonna contribute for sure, but I don't think she's gonna be the calculus for this basketball game in beating South Carolina. You know, that's just me. And we're gonna dive deep in that conversation when it is game week, because we're gonna start talking about them 7 days out. And we got a game before that. But I'm still gonna be talking about LSU. You're getting a full week of coverage talking about LSU. I'm just letting you know right now. It's gonna be on and popping. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I appreciate all the love. Follow me on Twitter, Gamecocks Talk. Follow me on Instagram, Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Follow me. Get me on whatever platform that you get your podcast from. I'm everywhere. Apple Podcasts. Get it on iHeartRadio. Get it on Amazon. Get it on Spotify. However you choose to get your podcast. Check me out. Subscribe to the channel. Hit those like buttons. It helps the process go. We're gonna have some special things. Got some surprises for next week. It's going down. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.